I mean, I've said this 1,000 times. Like, Vince Russo went on Artie Reynolds' podcast, and Artie Reynolds is the co-author of Death of WCW.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah.
And they did the podcast together, and the agreement was, we ain't going to talk about wrestling. And they did a whole podcast not talking about wrestling, and they got along great. Like, I wish zero ill will on Vince Russo. I hope that Vince Russo lives a happy life, enjoys his time with his family. I just do not at all agree with his ideas about pro wrestling. And I don't want to see him behind a pro wrestling company. I don't want to see him working and like doing storylines or anything for WWE or whatever. But, you know, I don't want his podcast to die. I don't want his Patreon to go out of nothing like that. Like, you know, I harbor no ill will personally towards anybody in wrestling. I get mad about things like, you know, I'll get upset about Miz is another example. Like, I hate watching Miz matches. I think he's terrible. But, like, the guy himself, like, I watch Miz and Mrs. and perfectly nice guy. Like, if he lived next door to me, I'd invite him over to watch pay-per-views. I'd buy him dinner. I'd get pizza, whatever. I'd love to hang out with the guy, but I do not like watching him wrestle. They're two totally different things. There's the business and there's real life. And from a business sense, I think that Vince Russo did a terrible job with World Championship Wrestling. I think he's told a lot of stories that I don't think are true. But, like, as a person, I wish him no ill will. That goes for everybody.